Welcome into the association post-game here in our LA studio. I'm Roz Golden-Woode. I'm here alongside my fellow point guard, little PG action, former number one pick, 9-year WNBA veteran, and current assistant coach for the LA Lakers, Lindsey Harding. What's up, Lindsey?
I'm good. How are you? That was a great game.
Yeah, we got treated to a game. I mean, what's more important is the WNBA playoff field is officially set.
Finally.
The Dallas Wings came into the game. They had to get the win in order to get that playoff spot. They got it. They clinched it. And now I guess we can get to the highlights.
Let's watch them.
Let's watch these highlights.
They came ready today.
MVP candidate Paige Bueckers and the Wings take on the Portland Fire. And in this game, if they won, they would clinch a playoff spot. Arike Ogunbowale.
In that bag.
Deep bag work. Inside to a walk career with the reverse to go.
That was a great catch by her. Tough finish. 3 people around her.
In traffic. Later in the first, Maddie Seagrass slap pass.
Look at that. They were all playing well today. I mean, this whole game, they had great chemistry.
A walk career right there. 12 points, 12 rebounds, 5 blocks in the game.
Can't let Bueckers get to that spot.
Paige got that midi going and kept it going here. Jessica Shepard up and under. She finished with 21 points, 9 rebounds in the game, did Shepard. Arike Ogunbowale on the left side of the court.
When she gets cooking, you're done.
Nice moves all night long. And then it was Paige's turn. Catch and shoot from 3.
They did a great job of pushing the pace all night.
Up-tempo basketball, 4th quarter now. Ogunbowale has it, keeps it, puts it up.
Come on.
Arike had 17 points in the game, and then more Paige. Offensive rebound.
Look at this. That's when you know you're feeling it.
22 points, 11 assists for Paige Bueckers tonight. She's fired up, and the Wings clinched the playoffs for the first time since 2023. So they are back in the playoffs. It took them a couple of years, but here they are. Check out this box score.
Look at what first thing that stands out, all 5 starters. All 5 starters, double figures. Right? They came out to play. And they shared the ball.
Yeah, I mean, you could say the same thing for Portland too.
Yeah.
They got some action going as well, but the assist creation for Dallas, a lot of that had to do with defense creating offense and running out.
Absolutely.
Also, Portland took all those threes, but missed a whole bunch of them. They took 36 in the game, only made 10, good for 27% from the 3-point line. All right, post-game, Wings head coach Jose Fernandez, he got the post-game interview. Let's listen in.
Going into this, Arike Ogunbowale, Paige Bueckers have been your true leaders. How have you seen them grow through this whole experience?
Oh, tremendously. I think Arike's given up a lot of herself, and you see the growth, and then you see the amount of people talking in the locker room and in huddles in practice. It's great to see.
Well, you heard it from Coach himself right there. He pointed to Arike Ogunbowale, who had made 4 straight All-Star games prior to Paige Bueckers' arrival to the team. And he said, hey, Arike gave up a lot of herself. I mean, what can you say about the adjustment of her game and making space for Paige in this franchise where she's the all-time leading scorer?
She wants to win. That's what it looks like. Even watching some games, and there are times where she's making passes. I'm like, shoot it. I don't know when I've said that to her, just shoot it. But she's really looking for, we all know that she can score the ball. We all know if you need a bucket, go and get it. But everyone's playing selfless basketball, and it does start with Paige. Paige is letting the ball go, and it just kind of trickles down, and everyone is doing it and sharing the ball and realizing results happen when you do that. And she's been doing such a great job. And I think she was really focused this season on getting to the playoffs and trying to make some noise.
Yeah, you got to give it up to the leadership just by in the way she's shown up for this team in Arike Ogunbowale. But you got to look to the 2 years ago number 1 draft pick in Paige Bueckers and how she's really changed and helped transform this team and back into a playoff contender. She is someone that I think culturally changes the team. What has she meant to this franchise since joining?
I think the biggest part is, she's a winner. Mm-hmm. She's come from winning. That's what she knows. She plays basketball the right way. Yeah. You very rarely see her take bad shots, forced shots. She knows where her spots are. She takes these shots, and she's one of the best players in the clinch. Like
super clutch.
Like a clutch, excuse me.
Clincher clutch.
Clincher clutch. But that's when you want to have the ball. She knows, and this is really difficult when you're a scoring player, knowing when to take the shot, knowing when to get off of it, knowing how to get someone else involved. And she does that so well. Moves well here without the ball. I mean, looks like they're having a lot of fun.
Yeah, they are. And I think, again, a lot of that starts too with Paige because everybody likes Paige.
Everybody
and I think
likes Paige.
It's contagious. She's very deep, like she's okay with like making fun of herself, making the locker room an easygoing place, creating a culture where people, want to chip in and buy into something bigger than themselves.
Yeah, and I think the biggest part of it is like, and I said it, of just playing the right way. That's what does it. You don't feel that she is a selfish player because look, I've been in a lot of locker rooms, a lot of players at times, and sometimes people are worried about getting their own. And it's like, yeah, she can score, but she's going to make the right read.
Right.
And if it's not her scoring, it's okay. She just wants to win.
Yeah, and she still got that killer instinct, though.
Like,
and she still got that killer instinct. We're not saying that she's soft in any way whatsoever.
But
she will do those things.
We know that that's special, but like she knows when to turn that on and she knows when to give it to someone else.
Yeah, that's really important, especially in someone who's going to be a lead guard, a point guard for your team, not only creating her own buckets, but for others. How about someone else blossoming this season, having a breakout year for the Wings in Jessica Shepard, who was an all-star this year. After playing a role for many seasons with the Minnesota Lynx, comes to the Dallas Wings and goes crazy. Averages a double-double, also showcases her ability to assist the ball, and becomes an all-star.
Yeah, she's saying, give me an opportunity, and I'll show you what I do with it.
You know what this is? You know what this is? Knock, knock, knock.
Yep, opportunity knock, and I get you. Like tonight, she was 10 for 15. Yeah. She got 9 rebounds, 21 points, like 6 assists. That's huge. It's going to be huge for this team. It's going to be huge as they go into the playoffs. Like, let's just be real. Like, like tonight their bench didn't score a lot. They don't have a deep bench. So their starters are going to have to play and be like efficient and figure out what is it that they're going to need to do every single game, because they're going to all have to show up. It's not going to be enough to just one of them. They're all going to have to show up in there. It can relieve a lot of pressure from Paige, from Arike, especially if they're getting doubled. And she does a great job and makes great decisions with the ball.
And not to mention, you talked about that depth. Alana Smith has recently come back to rejoin this team, last season's co-defensive player of the year, trying to find her groove as she joins this team. But, when we talk depth, it always hurts anytime you lose a #1 draft pick, right? So you had Paige Bueckers 2 seasons ago, and then this season, or the season before this, and then this season you had AZ Fudd right there, #1, who was really finding her groove, and now recently was just announced that she is going to miss the rest of the season with a knee injury. How much does that change what's possible for the Dallas Wings?
If you look at how they're playing right now, they're like next man up, right? You have to have that next man up and mentality, or everyone has to dig in and give a little bit more. I mean, that's 32 minutes a game you're missing. It's a 40% 3-point shooter. Won the 3-point All-Star game.
Yeah,
All-Star.
right.
But and she comes another one with just a winning mentality. And that'll be in the locker room though.
Right.
Like that'll be there. You'll still get that. Defender, all of that. Yeah, it's a big piece you're missing, but others have to step up. And they're showing you right now that they are doing that. It'll just have to be in the playoff format, and they're definitely going to miss her, but I think they have players that are going to really step up and help.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a really big deal. I think it's a really big deal. It affects spacing for this team, just having her on the court the way she can shoot it. Defensively, I was so surprised just how good of a defender she was at the pro level and all the steals she was getting and how that creates pace and opportunity for them. So I think AZ Fudd is going to be missed, and they're not as good a team without her. But the good news is they have players like Awak Kuir who are ready for their name to be called.
Yeah, and that's the thing, too. It's like no one's replacing AZ, but having Awak come in and play tonight, 12 points, 12 rebounds, 5 blocks.
5 blocks. Actually, did they miss some of the blocks?
I thought I saw a little bit more.
You said that.
I thought when I was counting, I don't know. She was just around. Her timing to get to the ball, understanding how to defend off the ball, knowing when to come over, knowing when not to, rebounding. She can shoot the 3. She can finish at the rim. Now she's a different, obviously, defender than AZ Fudd, but she can protect the rim and protect the paint for them. So.
Yeah. And I think for this team in Dallas, they are putting together now 3 wins in a row just on time as you're trying to make a playoff push. There's going to be a break now for World Cup. They've got some momentum because coming out of the All-Star break, they kind of had a slide. So things are looking up right now for Dallas. But let's look at the other side of this game with the Portland Fire. They were eliminated from playoff contention with the loss tonight. So what can they build on going forward from here?
I think that they are working on like their identity. Everyone knows that they're a team that plays very hard. They play with pace. They have that defense that like they'll trap you here, they'll hedge, they'll blitz, they'll double, they'll do all of these things. They need to continue to improve that because, you know, they have to improve their defensive rating, right? You know, they're at the bottom right now. But you can see what they're trying to do there and how everyone is buying in. And maybe their goal will be to take the most threes in the league.
Right.
But I mean,
they put it up there.
But when they're making it, it's a numbers game, right? When they're making them, they're really tough to beat, and they've beaten some really good teams. And it's something to see that they're young, but they're on their way. I mean, they were close on their way.
And let's not forget, this is an expansion team, right?
Yes.
This is the first season that they've been playing in the W now. I mean, obviously they existed before, but the first season now, I think that you look at the Golden State Valkyries, and they just set They set such a bar
Natalie
for what?
Ruined
yeah,
it.
we blame you, Natalie Nicasio, because they made it to the playoffs in the first season of their existence, and like that was the bar that was set and the standard. But that's hard to do.
That doesn't. I mean, it happened, right?
Right.
But that's extremely hard to do. I think Portland was great. They were
finish
competitive.
ninth.
Oh, come on. They were competitive. They had a chance until the end, you know?
Yeah.
But I think this was a really good season for them.
Yeah, and there'll be more expansion teams coming next season. Like, I mean, what does this say as we look for more teams coming forward in the future?
I mean, me being an old head, but I'm just so excited to see how this game is growing, how so many people are finally seeing what we all knew was there, and people are investing, and there's just all these teams coming, and it gives more opportunity for players.
Exactly.
That's the biggest thing. Some players are just not, there's so many good players that don't even have an opportunity to play right now. And they have to go somewhere else. Now there will be more teams to get more players and great basketball.
Yeah, I mean, just thinking about the Portland Fire this season, someone like Carla Late, who has bounced around a little bit, really had a nice opportunity this season, or Megan DeLeo.
Okay, Gustafson, that's what's stuck in my head. I know, you're married.
Well, she's going to make a great legacy with her new married name. Emily Angsler really showed a lot of toughness this season for this team. So these expansion teams give opportunities to new players or players that have been around to shine bright.
But they finally get an opportunity.
Yeah.
Just like you said, it's like, I know what it feels like sometimes to wait your turn, and they got their turn, and they did a great job, and they have a great fan base there. Great fan base.
The expansion team fan bases have been electric.
Yes.
Whether it's in the Bay or Toronto or not. All right. History made across the WNBA this week. It's time for another WNBA Rewind featuring Angel, Caitlin, and Kelsey. That's coming up next on The Association.